Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Kelly's Plant-Based Guide to Eating Out, where I take a look at popular restaurant menus and we see what we can order from a gluten-free vegan perspective. I'm Kelly, I'm a holistic nutritionist, and I like to eat out, but I don't really want to sacrifice going out and being social because I'm plant-based. So I eat a little bit differently than most people, and I wanted to share how I order on menus. Today, we're going to look at a restaurant a little bit differently. This is a restaurant that I actually would eat out at. Some of these restaurants, just because I can eat there, doesn't mean I do eat there, like Applebee's or pretty much most of the restaurants that I've done. So I wanted to do this one a little bit differently and show you guys a restaurant that is mostly plant-based, that is very easy to find something, but what would we be looking for on a menu that's healthier? So today we're going to be looking at True Food. And True Food, I wasn't going to do it because I thought it was literally just a small California or Arizona thing, but it's in a lot of places. So let's take a look at their menu. Before we jump into their menu, yeah, it's in so many different places. I thought it was really only just here, but it is all over the US. So maybe you live close to one. This is a great place to go and check out. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but I think the food is really worth it. I think it's delicious. Let's take a look at their menu. What are we looking for on the menu? We're not just going to eat it because it's healthy. We're not going to eat it because it's sustainable. We're going to be looking for real whole food, nutrient-dense food. We're not going to be eating any fake meat, any processed food. This place should be a little bit easier. They're not going to have a ton of fried food and that kind of stuff. We're also going to be looking for gluten-free. So a lot of this in front of us is a lot of gluten. We're not going to be eating any breads, any burgers, any of that kind of stuff. We're also going to be keeping it vegan for the purposes of this. So no fish, no chicken, no beef. Also going to be keeping it low to no oil. I'm not quite sure what kind of oil True Food uses, so that is something that you definitely want to ask the server when you go in there and just be mindful of the type of oil. They probably use a healthier one, but honestly, you never know. Always ask. Let's start with their shares. Okay, I like to eat at True Food sometimes when I want to eat cooked food. I could stay raw if I wanted to eat here, but True Food is my cheat cooked food, if you would call it that. I will point out it's very easy. I love their menu because they make it very clear for you. Some menus, it's hard to understand what's vegan, what's not. They have a V, and I'm pretty sure V means vegan. Yeah, and right down here, there's a thing. So V, we're looking for V and we're looking for GF on our foods. So right here, roasted Brussels sprouts. I don't know if I've really had these because I feel like when I go out to eat and I'm spending a lot of money, I like to do things that I don't normally make for myself. And this is something I would make for myself, but this sounds delicious. And they also rotate their menu, which is cool. This roasted butternut squash soup isn't something that I think you can get year round. This is also really delicious. So it's vegan and gluten-free. You can get this soup as well. Let's see. So we're going to stay away from the tuna wraps. We got this charred cauliflower. If we wanted to do charred cauliflower, that sounds delicious. It's vegan and gluten-free. Guacamole, which is so good there, you guys. It's so good. Sometimes they have a fruit one, and it doesn't look like they have that one this time, but it's really good. It's huge. So it's a lot of avocado. You want to be very mindful. That is a lot of fat. You do not want to eat this entire thing of guacamole. So if you're there with somebody, split it. But again, you don't want to eat more than 2 or 3 tablespoons of avocado. Like you really don't want to be doing that because you're going to be getting way too much fat in the diet. Be careful of this. I don't know if this is something I would order, but again, it comes with healthier chips, which is really cool. The Siete is gluten-free. They just got bought by PepsiCo. So I don't know if you know that, but be careful of these. Typically when they're bought by these bigger companies, they will replace the oil that they're using. In this company, they use avocado oil. So they might be changing that, something to be mindful of, and just keep looking at the packages because it's just cheaper to produce. So PepsiCo might be making a different product soon out of Siete. But the hummus is also delicious. It's not gluten-free. I don't know. Oh, it's because it's served with a pita. So if you get it without the pita, it would be gluten-free. It's vegan. The edamame dumplings are not, they're just vegetarian because they have truffle oils. I don't know. They also have gluten in them. Okay, back to menu. Make it so easy. I love when the website makes it so easy to look at what you're looking for. Okay, salads are always an easy thing to do. This restaurant, I feel like if you wanted to eat something other than a salad, this is a great place because as you see on that menu before, there was a lot of vegan stuff. So it says that you can get organic tofu, which is vegan, or you can get organic smoked tempeh, which is vegan. So those are 2 options. Tempeh is going to be soybeans, so that's not really like real food, but again, You could, if you really wanted to. I don't know. I eat tempeh super occasionally, probably once a quarter. I'll eat tempeh. I like the taste of it. And this place, I feel like it would be pretty good if it's smoked. So up to you if you really wanted to eat it. It would be the same if you eat tofu, because tofu is also soybean. That's not really like real food. I don't know. I would probably pick vegetables over these, honestly. You couldn't do the Chinese chicken salad. No chicken. You don't want to do this because you're going to be just taking off really just the chicken. You would just take off the chicken on that one. This one is vegetarian. So this one's going to have cheese on it. You want to make sure there would be no cheese on this one because that's going to be dairy. And this is veggie. So these you could make vegan if you really wanted to, but I probably would leave them alone because they're probably $18 salads and they probably won't take the price down when you try to take out, the cheese and all the things that make it pretty expensive. So what else? We got an ancient grain bowl. This is pretty delicious. I've had this before. This is a cooked meal. This, I feel like True Food would be a really good place to go for dinner. I don't know if I'd want to eat something heavy like this during the day. I'd be mindful of that. I like to keep it raw. I like to keep fruit during the day. So if I was there during lunch, I think I would eat a lot lighter than if I were there during dinner. This would be a delicious dinner because you're eating, those warming foods. I think the noodle bowl is also really good. This was always like a go-to that I would order. I really like this as well. The glass noodles are good. It's vegan and gluten-free. The teriyaki quinoa bowl is also vegan and gluten-free. So you can get quinoa and brown rice. There's a bunch of vegetables in there. That sounds delicious. And the simple green salad. Can't go wrong with a salad. I think this is what I would get over any of these salads up here. So I'd probably get the simple green salad as a side, or if I was eating here for lunch, honestly, or this kale. Oh, I wonder if you could get it, without breadcrumbs and Parmesan. No, it's probably because it probably has the egg in the dressing. Yeah, I'd stay away from this. We don't eat chicken, but I just am curious to see if they even have the fake chicken. No, they really don't. We're not going to do any of that. Okay, sourdough pizzas. Their pizzas are delicious, you guys, but they're not gluten. You can get gluten-free. This is so good. This one they always have during the winter, and this cheese right here is vegan, so we could eat this cheese if we really wanted to. Is this going to be like real food? It's going to be a little bit more processed than other things, but you can get this pizza on a gluten-free crust. It's pretty delicious. It's like an $18 or $20 pizza, but you could split this with someone. I wouldn't recommend eating this entire thing. There's a lot of calories for that one, but it is pretty good. If you're in the mood for a pizza, that is actually a pretty delicious pizza. So just curious on this one, we probably can't eat anything in here. Okay, here's a Mediterranean. There's a plant-based double cheeseburger. So this is going to be the fake meat, the vegan burger. I don't know if they make their own. They might actually make their own here, but this isn't very good, you guys. And it's also on a bun. I've had this, I think, maybe one time, or maybe actually, I think a friend ordered it and they did not like it at all. So I'm not a big burger person. I wasn't a big burger person as a meat eater, and I'm just still not a burger person now as, a plant-based eater. The hummus wrap would be good, but it's got gluten on it. So we would have to be, I like all of this stuff. If you could get all of this stuff and put it on top of the lettuce, that would be delicious, honestly. I would almost, if I was here for lunch, that's probably what I would do. Entrees. Curious about this. We have nothing really in here that we can eat at all that is vegan. So no entrees for us. Cold beverages. They have coconuts here, I believe. They have delicious stuff here. So we are mindful of what we're drinking because you want to be mindful of drinking any liquid 30 minutes before to 30 minutes after you're eating. It's going to hinder your digestion. It's going to hinder the digestive enzymes in the body. I don't know. I would almost get this either to go, or if you're there for a long time, maybe you're going for a brunch, get it like really way before you start eating, because sometimes it takes a while for your food to come, but these are pretty delicious. They're made with, look at this, pineapple, orange, coconut water, aloe vera, and sea moss. Like, you can't go wrong with that. That sounds so good. So it's like their versions of cocktails. I think this would be a really good if you wanted to go maybe get a salad and get something like this. But again, you're going to be washing down the food. So just be careful of drinking beverages while you're also eating if you have any sort of digestion issues. But yeah, they've got wellness shots. These are those little bottled, I think these are pre-bottled stuff that they have. They've got a honey and ginger. Yeah, this place is great, honestly. Desserts. They probably have vegan desserts for us, you guys. This is probably the first place that we have ever looked at that has vegan desserts for us. Look at this. Vegan and gluten-free. This squash pie is to die for. This is probably my favorite thing. This is the reason that I go to True Food, honestly. And it's only right now during the winter, the fall, the winter. It comes out during fall and winter. I think they don't have this over the summer. This is so good. So good. I love this. This is one of my favorites. I probably need to get it again because it's back. I'm glad that it's not year round because I probably would order it year round, but I haven't had it for a while. It's been probably almost a year since I've had this, so I probably should. And this is new. I haven't ever seen this before. A chocolate peanut butter tart. This is vegan and gluten-free, you guys. So look at that. So this place can help you fulfill that chocolate, that dessert desire if you are vegan and you haven't been able to have any. I think they have vegan vanilla ice cream as well here. So if you wanted to just get like a scoop of ice cream, you could do that, which is cool because and they have this coconut cream, which is really good. But yeah, they have the sorbet is vegetarian, probably. I don't know what would make it vegetarian. Milk, probably. Yeah, milk. Okay, let's go back to the menu. So they have zero proof cocktails here. Again, this could be a cool place if you wanted to go and have cocktails instead of eating, instead of going to a bar. You could go here and you could have a zero proof cocktail, or you could have one of those cold beverages that's really good with a friend. I would probably do that and have a meeting or something. That'd be cool. Let's look at their brunch. They have different stuff for brunch. I don't remember them having any vegan or stuff for brunch. No, they don't. So there's not really much here you can do for brunch. Everything is going to have either milk or eggs in it, which is unfortunate. They don't even have a fruit bowl, which is interesting, but I bet they have fruit somewhere. Let's go back to the menu. Let's look at the kids menu because this kids menu is probably a lot healthier and not as much as I would have liked it. You get a little cookie and ice cream. It's vegan and vegetarian, which is nice. But yeah, that's the only vegan food that's on the menu for kids is the cookie and ice cream, which is interesting. All right. Can't really make any of this other stuff vegan either because butter and cheese and tomatoes. You could maybe make that, but you would have to take off the cheesy Parmesan. Yeah, it'd be hard to eat here for a child. Happy hour. Let's see what they have over happy hour if you wanted to go. Okay, chili cucumbers. So cucumbers and like a chili sauce. That actually doesn't sound that bad. Pretty much raw. Other than the chili garlic sauce, it might have some cooked things in it, but this is pretty much raw. Sounds pretty good actually. It's on the happy hour menu. I didn't see that on the regular menu. Okay, let's go back to the menu. So let's see, do they have a nutritional and allergen guide? Yeah, look at that pizza, you guys. It's so good. I need to get that pizza and that squash pie. That's like my comfort food, but I don't eat this very often at all. I probably eat one of these pizzas once a year, if that. I don't think I had one last year actually. It doesn't really give you, oh, here we go. It's like oh, interesting. Okay, so you can see the calories in this, which is really cool. So then we can really figure out what we want to eat. You can get the hummus without chickpeas. Interesting. I wonder what they sub in without chickpeas. This butternut squash soup is only 150 calories for the bowl if you get it, which is good. Brussels sprouts are 370 calories, you guys. So be mindful of that if you're eating that as appetizer and you're also getting something else. You're getting in a lot of calories right there. Look at that focaccia. Oh my gosh, that is way too much. Okay, so the pizzas. So look at this. This butternut squash pizza is a lot. So when you're eating it, I would have maybe 1 to 2 slices each. That's still a lot. The gluten-free crust also adds some calories to it as well. So you do be mindful of that. This is a lot of calories. So this is if you're really active, if you're burning a lot of calories. But if you're someone that's pretty sedentary and you're looking to lose weight, I don't think I would order that. Double cheeseburger, gluten-free bun. Yeah, look at that. The Mediterranean wrap, okay, but that wasn't gluten-free. Chicken, a lot of pages on here. The salad, the simple green salad, no dressing, 190. And if you brought your own dressing or if you just use avocado, you'd probably take that to 200 something. So that's not bad. It's funny. It all looks so good until you start digging into the nutrition and the calories and the fat. I'm really mindful of how much fat I eat. I don't really like to eat a lot of fat. So when you're eating out, there's a lot of fat in food. There's the noodle bowl, 980 calories. This grain bowl with 560 calories. That's a little bit better. I like the grain bowl better, I think. 560 is so much. Yeah, the Korean noodle bowl, 550. That's not too bad. 500 for the teriyaki quinoa bowl. We can't, none of that is for us. I'm just looking to see. Curious how much the dessert and stuff is. There's an easier way to go through this. They don't make this part as easy for you, I guess, but their food is generally pretty healthy, so it's pretty nice to see. All of this, a simple salad. Okay, let's get down to the squash pie. So the squash pie is 470 calories each. So just be mindful of that. If you're getting the pizza and the squash pie, that's a lot. That's like your entire calories for the entire day. So be very careful of that. They do have the ice creams and stuff listed out and the cakes, sorbet with fruit. I didn't see any fruit on that menu, and the sorbet was vegetarian. The happy hour, let's see what the cucumbers, 130. Yeah, I like those cucumbers a lot. I'd like to have those. But look at that sodium, you guys. Man, that is a lot of sodium. They must just load that with salt. Maybe you could say no salt or something on that. I don't know. Whoa, that's a lot. It's probably because they brine the cucumbers in the salt, maybe. Maybe. Well, look at that one, buffalo cauliflower. That's a lot of salt. That's so much. 8,690 milligrams of sodium. That's insane. That was True Food. That was a little bit easier, and there was a lot of options on there. So this one is really, what do you want to eat? Again, I think if I was there during the day, I would probably get a salad. I'd stay lighter. I would maybe get that Mediterranean wrap, but put it on lettuce. That actually sounded really good because it was lower in calories, but not eat that wrap and actually see if you could just put it on a lettuce bowl. That sounds great. And if I was there for dinner, I probably would do the Korean noodle bowl because it's really good. It's really nourishing. It's really warming. If I wanted to stay raw, I'd probably get a salad and do those cucumber things that they had. That was a lot of sodium. I probably would do that if I was there over happy hour because I eat a little bit earlier when I go out to eat. I don't really eat my dinner at 7. So typically when I'm eating dinner out, it's happy hour time. So I can usually eat happy hour stuff during dinner, but True Food is a great place, you guys. If you live by True Food, it's awesome to go to. It's a really healthy, health-inspired, health-focused place. I love it. It's one of my favorite places to go. I'm happy that I live by one. I hope you guys live by one as well. But yes, take care, and I will see you next time with another restaurant.